Alright folks, so I just wanted to do a quick video on this Retevis RT52 DMR handheld ham radio. We're going to go through the process of uploading the DMR digital ID database. So that way when somebody is broadcasting, we can see their call sign, DMR ID, name, and location. In the out-of-the-box configuration, only the user's DMR contact ID is visible. I also wanted to say that I was contacted by Retevis and they asked if I would review this radio. And of course I said yes. So they sent it to me free of charge in exchange for testing, review, and evaluation purposes. Before performing the review of the radio, I do like to make some configurations. One of those configurations is uploading the DMR contact ID database. You can see on the right hand side of the radio there's a speaker and mic port that we'll use in conjunction with a programming cable. It's important to note that this radio does not ship with a programming cable, so you have to buy that separately. I'm still doing some tests on the cable, but I believe it's just a pass-through cable. There is no serial chip inside. At least that's my assumption right now. The first thing we're going to need to do is head over to retevis.com and download the CPS, or the programming software. From the main menu, go to Support and then go to Resources. You'll see a couple of different options where you can download programming software and device driver software. I did not need to install any drivers. It was automatically recognized by my Windows 10 32-bit Home Edition laptop. I scroll down until I find RT52. Click on that, and that begins a download of a zip file. Once the zip file is downloaded, I will extract it to my downloads directory and run the installation program. I'd also like to note that the contents of the extracted folder include a README now or a README first document. We'll take a look at that in a few minutes because there's some important information in there as well. I begin the setup routine by double-clicking on the setup.exe application in the archive folder. I am prompted with an error message letting me know that Windows protected my PC. This is because the software does not have a digital signature. I also am prompted with a second message asking if I'm going to allow the application to make changes to my computer. I click yes, and then I go through the default settings in the installation program. The README first file lets me know that some of the configuration settings are grayed out. To unlock these settings, I need to go through a sequence of key presses and then enter in a password. The sequence and the password are documented in this document. Once the application is open, I connect my radio to my laptop with the radio turned off. When I turn it on, just above my system tray, I get a message saying that Windows is setting up a device. Windows has auto-detected the radio and installs the necessary drivers. In order to make sure that everything is working correctly, from the main menu I select Program and Read. This will allow me to download the radio's configuration to the software. I poke around the configuration a little bit and then I decide to unlock the locked or grayed out settings. I do this with the key sequence and password in the README before installing document. Once this is done, we're ready to upload the database. I always get my database configuration from amateurradio.digital. This is a fantastic website and I urge everybody to check it out. It has a wizard for creating the format that you need for most radios. This used to be a free service, but has changed to a subscription model. It's $12 for the entire year. It's well worth it in my opinion. I have quite a few DMR radios, and this makes maintenance and updating my DMR ID database quite easy. Back in the CPS, we go to the main menu, we click Program, and then we click DMR Database. Once we get this, I'm going to click the Import button, which will bring up a dialog box. Next, I want to browse to the DMR ID Database CSV file that I downloaded from amateurradio.digital. Once I do that, I click Open, and it will populate into the data table. When the file is fully loaded, I'm going to click the Write option, or the Write button, which will upload the DMR ID database to the Retevis RT52 DMR radio. This process takes a little while, so I sped it up for the video. Next, I want to turn off my radio, disconnect it from the computer, and then go ahead and try it out and see if the update worked. Testing it out, I can see that the upload worked as expected, and this is great news. Anyhow, I did want to say thanks to Retevis for sending me this radio, and thanks to everybody for watching. If you want to see more content of a similar nature, go ahead and click like and subscribe, or maybe leave a comment below. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Thanks everybody, I really appreciate it.
75 200, please.